In 1957, a young Brazilian farmer named Antônio Vilas Boas claimed he was taken aboard an alien spacecraft, not in the middle of a city or under the lights of fame, but in the darkness of a rural field in Minas Gerais. He didn't just see lights in the sky, he claimed to have been physically taken, experimented on, and even forced to reproduce. This is not a science fiction story. This is one of the first and most bizarre alien abduction cases ever recorded. And despite the decades that have passed, the details remain disturbingly consistent with thousands of reports that would follow. Was Antonio telling the truth? Or was it all an elaborate fabrication? Let's uncover the chilling case of Antônio Vilas Boas, and you decide. Antonio was just 23 years old. He lived a quiet life as a farmer in the countryside of Brazil. No interest in fame, no ties to science fiction, just a simple man working the land. But everything changed on the night of October 15th, 1957. According to his account, it was a hot, still night. Antonio had decided to work late, plowing his family's fields with a tractor. That's when he saw it. A strange red light in the sky, hovering silently above the field. He watched, frozen, as the light grew brighter and closer. Suddenly the object descended, metallic, circular, and unlike anything he had ever seen. As Antonio tried to flee, the tractor died. The engine cut out. The air grew thick and electric. Then he noticed something terrifying. 3 humanoid figures dressed in tight-fitting suits, walking toward him. They were about 5 feet tall with large heads and glowing eyes. Their movements were smooth, almost robotic. Before he could run, they grabbed him. He struggled, he screamed, but their strength was overwhelming. They dragged him aboard the craft. Inside, he was stripped of his clothes and covered in a strange, thick gel. He was taken into a bright, sterile room where he was subjected to several procedures. Blood was drawn from his chin. He was examined thoroughly. And then the most disturbing part began. Left alone in a small room, Antonio noticed something strange. A door opened, and in walked a woman. She looked human, but not quite. Her eyes were larger than normal, her features almost alien. Without saying a word, she approached him. What followed Antonio would describe as a forced sexual encounter. He said the beings wanted to use him as a breeder, to create a hybrid between human and alien DNA. After the act, the woman gestured to her stomach, then pointed up toward the sky. Then she left, and Antonio was returned to the same place where he had been taken from, disoriented, terrified, and forever changed. Antonio returned home, visibly shaken. He had burns on his skin, nausea, intense fatigue, and strange lesions on his body. Doctors later diagnosed him with symptoms resembling radiation poisoning. At first, he told no one, but months later he shared his story with journalist and ufologist Dr. Olavo Fontes, who documented everything. Skeptics dismissed it as fantasy, but there was no evidence that Antonio had anything to gain from the story. He never sought fame, money, or attention. In fact, he became a lawyer later in life and never changed a single detail of his account. Many in the UFO community believe his case is one of the earliest and most credible alien abduction stories on record. One night, one man, one story that still haunts the world of UFO investigations. Was it a nightmare or a glimpse into something far beyond our understanding? Let us know what you think in the comments. Have you ever seen something you couldn't explain? If this story sent chills down your spine, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with someone who dares to question reality. Until next time, keep watching the skies.